So if you've taught online, you probably have heard that students may perceive online learning to be less than when compared to traditional face-to-face learning. But why is that? It's possible that there's a breakdown in one of the areas of the community of inquiry first introduced by Garrison and colleagues in 2000. The cognitive presence and teaching presence came a little bit more naturally to me, as it likely does for most educators. So I intended to focus more heavily on the social presence in my online courses. So again, I wanted to focus on social presence, which is comprised of affective or emotional expression, open communication, and group cohesion. I wanted my distance learners to feel a sense of belonging and connectedness to myself and to the institution, since they were spread out across the nation. Ultimate goals were to enhance their learning, have greater student success and retention, and improve both the student and the instructor satisfaction with the course. So some of the strategies that I incorporated was setting the climate by creating a network of learners, welcoming each student to the course individually, getting to know them, engaging on discussion boards and on feedback, making sure to interject when appropriate in the discussion by not trying to overwhelm the discussion and just be about me, supporting discourse within some of our more highly intensive discussions. And just making sure that classmate perspectives were respected and valued, and acknowledging that those various points of view are important. Additional strategies that I incorporated were to always address students by name in the discussion and feedback, and try to recall personal information that was shared from them within their introduction discussion and kind of make that connection. Share stories from my personal and professional life. This is known as self-disclosure. And in the fall, my mom had COVID and I was taking care of her and 2 small children at home and working full time. And so I was very upfront with my students about that and those struggles. And they were very kind and understanding to me. By allowing students to incorporate their feelings and experiences into assignments through reflection and partial opinion-based discussion, I created and shared weekly videos and lectures so that they knew that I was seen and knew who I was. I will say that the tone is different between my weekly module preview videos and the lectures. So that tone is a little bit different. And communicate high expectations with timely feedback, but allow for a little bit of wiggle room. I needed to be as accommodating as possible, considering my students were working on the front lines taking care of the COVID patients. So in my course evaluations at the end of the term, I feel like it was somewhat successful. I had some really nice feedback from the students, and I had everyone remain in the class. It was 100% retention and 100% pass rate for this particular course. Some of my key takeaways from being more socially present in the course is that a student is more than what they can demonstrate in a given learning activity, really wanting to teach the whole student, and that includes some of what's going on in their personal life. Model the behavior that you wish to see in your students, and that is by demonstrating that compassion and empathy. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable and share those personal experiences. Perceived and actual learning can be enhanced with intentional efforts focused on social presence, and overall that learning experience was both satisfying and rewarding, I think, for the student, but definitely for myself. And so those are just a couple of references. Thank you.